As we grow older, the decline in our muscle strength can be a startling realization that many of us face. This inevitable change poses the pressing question, how can we continue to remain robust and agile as the years go by? Not long ago, I decided to impress my son with an attempt at a kip-up, which is a skillful move where you swiftly transition from your back to standing in one fluid motion. It had been 2 decades since my last attempt, yet somehow, I believed I could still pull it off. With my son watching intently, I launched myself skyward, expecting grace but only managing a brief lift before landing flat on my back with a resounding thud. My son's bewildered inquiry, "What was that?" lingered as I pondered my near mishap. Our perception of aging doesn't unfold linearly. Instead, it's often marked by jarring moments like this one. As we age, our bodies undergo a series of predictable changes. But what exactly diminishes first? Is it our metabolism, our bone density, or perhaps even our overall enthusiasm for life? One of the most significant declines is in our capability to move quickly, whether that involves our own body weight or a heavier object. This concept, while seemingly simple, is best captured by the term muscle power, which is defined as the amount of work performed divided by the time taken. This ability to generate quick, powerful motions may noticeably fade over time. Is it a common belief that older adults should merely accept slower-paced fitness regimens? A careful examination reveals a more intricate truth. Upon observing individuals over the age of 40 who maintain their fitness, you'll encounter numerous endurance athletes, dedicated yoga practitioners, as well as weightlifters and even rock climbers. However, most of these individuals execute their movements at a measured pace, typically ranging between 0.4 to 2.5 meters per second. In contrast, athletes who excel in speed and power events, such as those found in the decathlon, are considerably less common within this age demographic. The reasoning behind this trend lies in the fact that the fast-twitch muscle fibers responsible for explosive high-speed movements tend to deteriorate sooner than the slow-twitch fibers, which are more endurance-oriented. It's essential to understand that muscle strength doesn't work independently. Just like a computer, where hardware relies on an operating system, muscles need the nervous system to function effectively. Michael Paris, a researcher from York University focusing on the connection between muscle function and aging, explains, when we consider muscle power, we must take into account both the characteristics of muscle fibers and the neural commands from the nervous system. As people age, both these factors generally experience decline. He further elaborates that the coordination in older individuals' brains and spinal cords diminishes, leading to less effective activation of muscles during quick or forceful exertions, thus contributing to decreased muscle power over time. Here arises a thought-provoking question. Do we experience these physical changes because we stop moving quickly, or do we lose our quickness as a result of these changes? Paris presents this as a paradox, one that begs for exploration. In search of further insight into athletic performance, I spoke with coach Derek Evely, who has guided athletes like Canadian Olympian Dylan Armstrong to earn over 70 national and international medals in throwing sports. His experiences resonate with Paris's findings, confirming that power does indeed diminish with age, yet he has encountered many individuals who defy these expectations. Evely notes, throwers tend to maintain their performance levels compared to athletes from other disciplines for a longer duration. Many of them can reach their peak performance in their early 30s. Thus, an individual may be considered a master by age 35, yet still compete at a world-class level. So, what distinguishes throwing sports? According to Evely, disciplines like shot put and hammer throw have the highest technical requirements among track and field events. Mastery of technique necessitates time and perseverance, wherein skill can become a more significant factor than mere physical strength. This explains why throwers can sustain competitive prowess for a longer time compared to athletes in other sports. It illustrates a fascinating aspect of aging in athletics. Does this mean you need to achieve throwing speeds of 12.5 to 14.5 meters per second to age beautifully? Not at all. Successful aging pertains more to maintaining functional capabilities, such as the ability to rise from the floor, though perhaps not through a flashy kip-up. Nevertheless, sustaining muscle power is critical for both muscle vitality and metabolic health as we age. Dr. Paris emphasizes muscle power, defined as the ability to quickly generate force, is vital for seniors wishing to navigate their environments effectively. The good news is that it's never too late to make a change. Seniors who remain active experience a slower decline in power, and even individuals in their 100s can enhance their muscle power through focused exercise efforts. To boost your muscle power, consider incorporating these recommendations. Jumping. Paris advocates focusing on the quadriceps and abdominal muscles, suggesting that gradually working up to 5 minutes of jumping exercises daily could be an effective way to enhance power. Start gradually. Greg Lehman, a specialist in pain and rehabilitation, advises starting easier than you might think and taking your time with these exercises. 5 sets of 10 jumps performed on most days can be beneficial. As we age, the stiffness and strength in our Achilles tendons and calf muscles diminish, making this type of training valuable. Resistance training. Lehman suggests establishing a routine with 2 resistance workouts each week. The first should involve moderate weights at a slower tempo, while the second can include the same exercises performed with lighter weights at a quicker pace. Aim for a controlled motion while lowering the weights, followed by a powerful lift. Building a foundation. Lehman emphasizes the importance of developing a base strength over 6 to 8 weeks before incorporating faster movements. Adding resistance. Paris also suggests aiming to include weights that are 60 to 70% of your 1-rep maximum, which is the heaviest weight you can lift just once. Training for power means concluding your sets before you start to slow down, which often happens long before you physically feel fatigued. Specificity is crucial here. Power training doesn't complement fatigue. In summary, maintaining your strength as you age is not only possible, but essential for a vibrant life. Are you ready to challenge the norms about aging? How do your views align with the idea of maintaining muscle power? Dive into the discussion below and share your thoughts.